At night I can't sleep, I toss and turn. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Four walls just staring.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9.
What up? It's your boy Bones, and this is gonna be my Nightmare on Elm Street shelf plus Wes Craven. Now I recently picked this up. This is the old school Infinifilm release of Nightmare on Elm Street. I used to own this, but I have since lost it. But I picked it up for $3, and I remember it's has some pretty cool documentaries. The house that Freddy built, and this made me decide to go ahead and do my Nightmare on Elm Street shelf. Of course, you have the Never Sleep Again documentary. This is pretty cool. It's kind of like the it comes with a poster. Kind of like the Friday the 13th one that they did. It's pretty cool documentary. It's long. It's pretty long, but it's pretty cool with the slip. Of course, you have these old school red single releases. Part 1, I mean, what more can you say? It was the original with Robert Englund. When I was a kid, this one like scared me. So when Freddy was still creepy. And then you have part 2. Now part 2 was a favorite of mine because one of my neighbors had it on VHS, and we would watch it over and over again. And it was one of my favorites growing up. Part 2, not gay. And then of course part 3, classic Dream Warriors, has all the cool characters. I enjoy this one as well. Cool soundtrack. Part 4. I never watched this one as much, but I do have some memorable moments in it that I remember. This one's still sealed, Dream Child. Pretty cool. The Final Nightmare. Bunch of different actors in this. Freddy's Dead had the 3D parts in it. And then the New Nightmare, Wes Craven. This is an awesome one, actually. If you rewatch this one, it's pretty cool. Has a lot of cool breaking the barriers between the movie and reality. Plus the little kid from Pet Sematary in there. And of course you had the remake. Now this is weird because when I was making this, getting ready to make this video, I had to rewatch this a little bit. And actually it was pretty cool. I mean, it's not great, but I was able to watch it. Just the new take on Freddy by Jackie Earl Haley, is that his name? Yeah, I think so. Was pretty good, cool. I mean, you know, just to take it in a different way. It was pretty cool. And I have the Blu-ray. Got this at a pawn shop, you can tell. Pretty cool. I mean, I could watch it. Then you have these 4-packs. It's just like flipper discs. But this is usually how I watch it, actually, because it's easy. You just pop it out, pop it in. Pretty cool. And I have the other one with Freddy vs. Jason on there. I do have Freddy vs. Jason, but it's with the Friday the 13th. So, and of course you have this awesome pack collection where all the discs make like a cool portrait of Freddy. And you got an extra disc, which is like a weird disc. It's hard to navigate through it. These are the 3D glasses, and they have like a booklet. Let's check it out. Like a booklet in there, and even the booklet's like brand new. Pretty cool. I picked this up recently, like a couple months back, because I never owned it, so I like wanted it in the collection, so I had to get it in there. It's pretty cool. And then of course I have that latest Blu-ray release, all 7 original films. Disc 1 has part 1, and then 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Freddy's Dead and New Nightmare, and then a bonus disc. I think I bought this at the pawn shop, actually, for 10 bucks when it was going for more, like at the stores. It just had like a little damage right there, but it was a cool find. And then we get into the Wes Craven movies. Of course, you have the original The Last House on the Left, which is a pretty disturbing movie in there. This is another release of it, unrated. I've never watched this one. I've seen this one, but I never watched this one. What's his name? David Hess. Actually, that's like a collaboration between Cunningham and Wes Craven. I have the remake on Blu-ray with the slip. I got that at the pawn shop. I've seen that one, but I think I only watched it once. Then the original Hills Have Eyes. My uncle tortured me. He made me watch this when I was like real little, so it like creeped me out, especially because we live out like kind of in the desert. Thanks. And then Hills Have Eyes, Blu-ray, pretty cool. And then I recently picked up this Arrow release with like a booklet, I think like a little poster. That was pretty cool. And then you have the remakes, but before I show you the remakes, I do have this graphic novel of the remake, like a prequel, kind of like tells you the story like before the remake starts, so that's pretty cool. And then you have the remake. I didn't get into these as much, but I have seen them. You have unrated. And then when they were doing those special covers at Walmart. And part 2. I don't really remember this one that good. You know, have to rewatch them sometime. The unrated version. But I just remember they're really brutal. So this is like a lesser known, but I saw Ron from R&D Movie Talk. He picked one of these up, but it's different. It was a different version. But he said like if anybody's heard of this one or seen it, it's a pretty weird story about a guy that gets his body frozen for like future use, and then something happens and he comes back to life, and he's like a crazy like zombie killer. And Paul Sorvino is the one that has to take him down. Gotta rewatch it. Shocker. This is a cool one where the guy goes like in and out of TV. The Scream Factory release. Pretty cool. Serpent in the Rainbow. This is a creepy one about voodoo. But I need to get the Scream Factory. That'll be on my list to get. I love this movie. People Under the Stairs. I used to watch this all the time. It's a pretty cool movie. Ving Rhames. Awesome. I do have the Scream Factory release. This one's awesome, an awesome release. This one's cool. A movie you don't really hear that much about. Don't Look Down. Wes Craven. Actually, I've never seen this, so I might end up having to watch it. Another one that you don't really hear about, Summer of Fear with Linda Blair. Wes Craven. This is an Artisan. Oh, I don't know if this has a insert. Yeah, it does. Some rare Wes Craven. And then I seen this a couple times when it first came out. Never really rewatched it again. But it has a pretty creepy, horrifying ending. I remember that. And then Wes Craven's Dracula 2000. I think I need to put this with the other Draculas, but for now it's right here in the Wes Craven. And then Red Eye. Cillian Murphy and Rachel McAdams. I've never really seen this one, so might need to watch that. But it's in the collection. And then the final movie, My Soul to Take. This one I have actually watched. It has some good parts. Fear Ye the Ripper. But it kind of has a complicated story, so you gotta stick through it till the end. But it's alright. I want this on Blu-ray. Haven't found it. But anyways, guys, that's the Wes Craven shelf. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.